Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Once the charismatic and quick-witted star of a beloved reality TV show, Todd Chrisley now finds himself entangled in a starkly different existence, one marked by isolation, introspection, and undeniable mental strain. The bright lights of Hollywood, the glittering red carpets, and the grand southern mansions are long gone, replaced by the cold steel bars of a federal prison and a daily routine dictated by others. His attorney has now broken the silence, pulling back the curtain on the emotional and psychological battle Todd has been facing since entering prison, sentenced to serve time for bank fraud and tax evasion. Todd had once projected confidence and hope, vowing to remain strong and faithful, yet according to those closest to him, the reality of incarceration has delivered a devastating blow. The man who once relished control and structure now finds himself in a space where predictability is replaced by uncertainty and dignity can be challenged at every turn. His attorney spoke candidly about Todd's deteriorating condition, noting visible signs of stress, anxiety, and emotional withdrawal, painting a sobering picture of what life behind bars has done to his client. Todd's transformation is not merely physical, although even that is stark. His once meticulously groomed appearance has faded, giving way to unshaven stubble and tired eyes. His once vibrant presence now often subdued, his voice reportedly quieter, slower, more deliberate than before. The change goes beyond skin deep, reaching into his very psyche. According to his attorney, Todd has expressed feelings of hopelessness, moments where the weight of confinement feels unbearable. He has reportedly suffered bouts of insomnia and severe anxiety, his nights spent pacing alone, wrestling with fears and questions about the future. His family, especially his wife, Julie Chrisley, serves as both a beacon of hope and a source of sorrow, separated from him by miles and bars. In a place where routine replaces personality, where uniformity masks individuality, Todd's identity as a father, husband, and public figure has blurred. The walls around him seem to close in more tightly with each passing day. While letters from fans and family bring temporary comfort, the silence that follows is deafening. Savannah Chrisley, Todd's daughter, has spoken out publicly on her podcast, revealing that her father's emotional state is fragile. She describes calls filled with pauses, sighs, and sometimes tears, moments that remind her just how far removed they are from the lives they once lived. She has vowed to continue fighting for justice for her parents, but acknowledges the toll it has taken on her own spirit. Supporters have rallied around the Chrisley family, flooding social media with messages of hope and encouragement, yet even their unwavering loyalty cannot pierce the harsh reality of federal incarceration. Todd's attorney has submitted documentation requesting greater mental health support within the prison, citing concerns about his client's long-term well-being. Experts familiar with the mental health challenges of incarceration point to a troubling pattern, especially among high-profile inmates used to autonomy and attention. The shift to prison life can act as a psychological shock system, triggering depression, anxiety, and in some cases more severe conditions. Todd's attorney has hinted at the possibility that continued confinement without intervention may lead to deeper mental health crises. The legal team continues to pursue appeal options, arguing not only the legal merits of the case, but also underscoring the humanitarian concerns surrounding Todd's mental and emotional health. They maintain that he has been cooperative, respectful, and compliant, but insist that such behavior should not mask the internal suffering he experiences daily. As weeks turn into months and months into years, Todd's mental resilience is being tested like never before. Those who once saw him as a pillar of Southern charm now see glimpses of a man grappling with vulnerability in its rawest form. Prison has stripped away the layers of persona, exposing the man beneath with all his fears, regrets, and desires. His faith remains one of the few constants holding him together. Prayer, meditation, and reflection have become daily practices, tools of survival in a world where every small comfort is earned and every new day is a test. According to his attorney, Todd leans heavily on his belief that this chapter, while painful, is not the end of his story. Julie Chrisley too faces her own battles, and though the couple is separated, their bond remains strong. Letters exchanged between the two are said to be filled with love, longing, and shared prayers for a future reunion. Their children navigate life on the outside with a mix of determination and sorrow, doing their best to protect their family's legacy while confronting the shadow of scandal. The contrast between Todd's past and present is perhaps most visible when considering his once booming laughter now reduced to moments of quiet reflection. He no longer commands a room. Instead, he observes, listens, waits. Each passing day inside the facility is another brick in the wall separating him from the world he once knew. His attorney has confirmed that mental health professionals within the prison have been made aware of Todd's condition, though resources remain limited compared to the growing need inside such institutions. The question remains whether Todd will receive the attention and care required to truly address the internal wounds caused by incarceration. The Chrisley family continues to speak out, advocating not just for Todd, but for broader awareness of how prison affects mental health, especially for those unfamiliar with such settings. They argue that punishment should not equate to emotional destruction, and that rehabilitation must include support for psychological well-being. Whether Todd Chrisley will emerge from prison a sane man who walked in remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the experience is changing him, reshaping his view of the world and of himself. He is learning endurance in the face of adversity, humility in the presence of judgment, and perhaps above all, the value of compassion in a system often devoid of it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.